Yes, we are together with Mr. Tomero from HBX Group. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Well, my name is Bartomeu Gili. I'm based in Dubai. Our Dubai office is the one who is managing what we call MEI, Middle East, Africa, and India for HBX groups, and we have all the functions there.
Great. And how it's looking, the season, how it's going on, what you can give us for information from these areas?
Well, to be honest, the season is going quite well. Traditionally, Middle East during winter season it will be more short haul trips, while in summer season, Middle East customers they will go more to long haul destinations like Europe or APAC or Far East, no. And to be honest, this is a good season. And we see a very strong demand in the bookings in both areas, no? Europe and Far East.
What's the most characteristic difference between Middle East, Africa, and India?
Well, I would say they are completely different continents, no? People from Middle East, they love to go to London, to go to Paris. Malaysia, because they have the link of being a Muslim country, or Indonesia, they are also very relevant locations. India, because it's a bit more in the north. I will say that Thailand or Hong Kong or Singapore for them are even not even long haul destinations. No, they will be the top ones.
Yeah. India and, for example, Middle East, they want more go to London, Paris, and India want to go more to
the near destinations. It will be Dubai, Thailand, Hong Kong. They will be more demanded. And India, what's happening now is that domestic is booming. There is airports opening every month in India, and a lot of low-cost carriers they are increasing the traffic. Then I would say that domestic has started to be a reality in the last year.
Great. And Africa?
Well, Africa is quite diverse, no? People from North African countries like Morocco, Tunisia, or Algeria, for proximity, they would like to go more to Europe, let's say. And when we move to South Africa, because it will be much more long haul, it will be a mix, no, of intra-Africa business. And also to Europe. Also in Africa, like in India, what we see is there is more and more intra-Africa travel. No? In 20 years in the past, people from Africa was traveling mainly outside of Africa, and nowadays there is more and more travel in intra-Africa.
Intra-Africa, great. And what's the biggest problem, for example, in Africa for travel? What, for example, the visa problem?
Yeah, well, yes, as you mentioned, to travel intra-Africa, the flights are relatively expensive if we compare to what it would be intra-travel in Europe. The fares are still high. And then we have a visa. It could be an issue more when they will go to Europe. There is many African countries that they have a lot of bilateral agreements that will allow more intra-Africa business. But African markets that when they would like to go to Europe or to America, they would need to go through the visa process, which not always will be successful. No?
And the reason for the intra-Africa, it's the visa problem?
No, in intra-Africa, I would say is as I mentioned before, it's more a new trend that we have now. Many of the African countries that they are much more developed economically today compared to 20 years ago. Then there is more opportunities for corporate travel, for corporate travelers, or people who wants to do leisure traffic in Africa. And will be the cost of the flights. No, a 2-hour flight in Europe and a 2-hour flight in Africa. Africa is much more expensive.
Okay. And you think the African people the economic of African people will be developed in the future more. It will be growing. The economic.
Yes. Yeah. Well, for sure. I mean, Africa has an amazing opportunity in natural resources, and there is a lot of mining projects always starting in many different countries. For sure, Africa will develop. Today is much more developed than before, and there are many countries that they are creating new economies, and for sure the wealth of many countries, it will grow. Today, countries like Morocco, Tunisia, or Algeria, they have a much more GDP and a good growth compared to many years many years ago. No, they are exploding tourism in many parts of Africa, and it's a continent with a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, you was with us together also in the African Tourism Forum in Egypt together, and you feel also the synergy there, of course, and also from your job here, you know it better than us. So, if they find new solutions for a visa process, it will be booming for the world. Africa is a big continent.
Yes. Well, first of all, congratulations for the forum. It was quite surprising to see so many people together in Charm. I think it was quite a good experience to be there. No. Yes, for sure. If the visa works more smoothly, there will be more people traveling. No. Today we have two carriers like Ethiopian Airlines or Kenyan Airways that they have developed an amazing African connectivity at a much better affordable price. No, then the flight connection is there. We have these two carriers that I'm pretty sure that they will even have the capability to grow much further. And then visa needs to be the visa needs to be there because it's mandatory for traveling to certain countries.
What's your advice for the hoteliers in Turkey, for example, to react on these markets like Middle East, Africa, and India? What they have to do?
Yes. Well, I would say that maybe for the Turkish hoteliers, the Middle East market is a very well-known market. No, for people like Saudi, Kuwait, Bahrain, they love to come to Istanbul for shopping, for food, and it's really a market that they know. Maybe it could be places like Nigeria, which is booming, and many other African countries. Kenya also is performing well. Maybe it's to start to promote the destination also in these countries that maybe they are new for them because they could be much more used to European people coming to Turkey or Middle East people coming to Turkey. But step by step they will happen. To promote your hotels is to participate in any of the hundreds events that today they are happening in Africa. No, you have good trade shows in South Africa, in Kenya, in different places, and to start participating in these trade shows to have more exposure for the African clients.
They have to be in the African Tourism Fair with us.
They have to be also. They also have to be in the African with us. We'll be together.
With us together. Yeah.
We'll be together next year.
Yes. So the next this and. What's the difference for the markets Istanbul, Antalya, and Aegean? How you see the reaction on this different products, of course?
As destination.
Yeah, as destination, and what you see, what you can give us for numbers, what's happened on these areas?
Well, I would say this. The customer that would like to go to Antalya as a beach destination, it sometimes is a different client than the one who loves the vibe of Istanbul. No, Istanbul today still has many more passengers compared to Antalya. The passenger to Antalya, it will be someone who wants to go to the beach, maybe family, maybe with friends, and to relax. No, even the stay, it will be much a longer stay because it will be a holiday period. While Istanbul is a good place to do a city break, to come for the weekend, to come a couple of days. Of course, you can stay longer, for sure. But Istanbul will have many more options for someone who just want to make a break, see the city, a bit of history, the legacy, and enjoy food and the lifestyle of the city.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And from the statistics, it's growing up or not? What's the point for the reaction of the customers? Maybe movies, maybe in the last time the advertisement of Turkey, or you have there some points what you see, what you have in the mind?
Well, airways is very important in the development of the country. Now, Turkey has connected with direct flights many cities that before they were not connected to Istanbul, which it makes to travel much easier. No? Turkey Tourism Board has done a lot of promotion in many trade shows and all around the world and doing many ads. This is quite helpful for sure. There is a connectivity with the flights, with direct flights, which is also much more desirable for the traveler. In this case, always Istanbul will have a bit more advantage than Antalya in terms of connectivity. But yes, I would say that the movies, the actions of the tourism board, and the promotion that Turkish Airways is doing, giving all this affordable price to spend time in Turkey.
The main motivation is the price.
The main motivation is the price. No, I don't. Maybe for the beach, client, the price is important, no? Because when you want to go to the beach, you have many different destinations that you can choose in Mediterranean areas. But the client who would like to come to Istanbul wants to come to Istanbul. No, this is not the price. It's a city that cannot compare to any other destination. Of course, everyone who wants to travel at the best price possible. But in the case of Istanbul, the price will not only be the decision maker. It's because the people wants to come here to enjoy the city. All the GCC and Middle East countries, they enjoy to come in winter to Istanbul.
The main market is Saudi,
yeah.
And in Africa?
In Africa to Istanbul is well, if we consider North Africa, then it will be Egypt, no? If we go to the south, I'm very sure that Nigeria is the one that is going to grow the most.
And in India, which cities are the most important cities who travel?
Well, to travel we have Delhi, because you have the Golden Triangle, and you can go to Delhi, and you can go to the Taj Mahal, which is for leisure. It's a very demanded city. Mumbai is the top destination.
I mean for customers to
for customers to come here. Mumbai and Delhi. Mumbai and Delhi by far. And now they have direct flights to Turkey. But
and the business tourism, it's starting again. I hear from the panels. It's right.
Yes. Well, today we are one event that 2-3 years ago was not even possible. There was many articles in the past if after COVID people from business will not travel again and everything it will be by video conference. But we see the planes full again, and the business travel is at the same levels as pre-COVID.
How you see the chance of Egypt? Egypt is also growing up in these markets. How it's going with Egypt?
Well, I think Egypt has a good opportunity. Recently, it has sadly some devaluation on the currency, which is impacting the travel. But with a huge population of Egypt, the development of the economy and the location of Egypt, I'm pretty sure that will continue developing. There is a lot of GCC countries investing massively in Egypt, and for Egypt to come to Istanbul is a very good destination. No? We have the connectivity of the religion, of the proximity, of the history together, and for sure Egypt it will be a relevant market for. In this case, I would say more for Istanbul.
And also for outbound and for incoming. It's both, yeah.
Both.
Yeah, great. Yes, and also they are opening now new destinations, like in Saudi. They will change the game. What do you think about it? How it will be?
Well, clearly the position of the Saudi government is to create a NEOM beach areas. There has been a big investment. There was a lack of hotels, to be honest, in Saudi, because traditionally Saudi people was traveling outside of Saudi, and the traffic was massively concentrated in Mecca and Medina. No, this was the two cities with a huge number of properties. Many new properties they will arise in Saudi. We still need to see what's going to be how it's going to work, and what else the Saudi government it will do to make Saudi attractive as a leisure destination. No, they always have the debate of how they will manage or topics like alcohol or other kind of entertainment. No? Then I think still the country is developing very fast. But to build all this new infrastructure, it will take 5 to 6 years until to see the final development of the country. But for sure, it will be a competitor, not even from Turkey, also from Egypt, which they are border countries. Yeah. They are sharing the same sea, and it could be a competitor. But we need to see all this infrastructure that they started years ago, that they are really finalized. And how everything it would look like. No, it's a new destination. It will take, as any new destination, years to consolidate.
And also, how you react, for example, Dubai of that. Now they opened the casino in Al Marjan, and also it's a competitor for Dubai.
Well, the Saudi, I think, wants to attract business from everywhere. I would not say only competitor of Dubai. They have a huge development plan. Basically, they are investing in the airlines. So the airlines, they are buying aircraft to have more connectivity, trying to do combining religious trips with other destinations in the country. But there is certain areas in Saudi that today are totally fully booked because there is not enough accommodation. No, then yes, they will be a competitor for any of the Middle East countries. They have a legacy, they have history, they have beautiful things to say. But again, until all this infrastructure is not fully developed, there is a limitation in the capacity. No?
And now we have traditional destinations like Italy, like Greece, Europe by itself, and now the new destinations in the last 50 years, Turkey come to them. It's also a resort, traditional destination, I think, for resort tourism, a main destination, and now the new destinations. What you see, there are new opportunities, of course, for everybody, and of course, it's a danger for the old one, right?
Yes, but it's true that there are new destinations that they will be competing with the new ones, but it's also true that the tourism has never been the demand that has today. No, the prices of the hotel, they are much higher than before. The prices of the airfares, they are much higher, which it means that the travelers want to travel and want to move. All the new generations, they prefer to have experiences, and the experiences, travel is the perfect mix. No, people prefer to travel more than maybe to buy a new car or any other kind of spending. Then I think there is new destinations popping up, but clearly the tourism overall, it's not the same number of passengers. We see growth in passengers all around the world. No? But for me, the conclusion will be yes, could be new destinations, but because there is more people willing to travel, or the same people willing to travel more times a year, doing more consumption in tourism, I think all destinations, they will continue growing in a good sense.
So destinations growing up, but also the customers growing up, the numbers. So more people will go to holiday.
More people will go on holiday, and people who want to travel more. No?
And also in Middle East and in Africa, when they grow up its economy, they will also travel in the world.
There will be much more. There will be much more middle class. No, when you have countries like Egypt with more than 100 people of population, there is a big middle class growing year on year. No, then all this middle class would like to travel and to see the world. For sure.
Which class will growing up? Middle class, low cost, or the luxury?
I think middle class for Africa in particular, it will be middle class. Yeah.
And which destination have more chance in the middle class?
Which destination in more chance? Well, usually when you are growing middle class, any destination that will be 2, 3, maximum 4 hours, and you don't have any issue for the visa, this will be the target. No? When you start traveling, you never make as a first choice a 14 hours flight. No? You first start a little bit in domestic traveling, and then you start going 1 hour, 2, 3 hours flight. This is when you initiate this adventure of traveling.
And in the last, what we want to say for ABX Group and for hotel beds and for all your ecosystem, what you create, what's your future plan?
Well, for us, first of all, we are very happy to be this week here in Singapore. It doesn't matter how many times we visit the city, you are always amazed. ¿Qué he dicho? Singapore, that's good. Sorry, can we change it?
And how is your future plan for ABX Group and hotel beds and all the ecosystem what you create?
Well, no, first of all, this week we are very happy to be here in Istanbul. It doesn't matter how many times we come to the city. It's always amazing to see all the skyline in the river, and the weather this week is particularly very good. No, for us in XBX, we are here together with 450 of our partners to enhance the commercial relations that we have with everyone, and we consider most of our partners friends, and we really enjoy with them. No, we see the future continue growing, as you mentioned, in the ecosystem, developing a platform with multi products that any of our partners can come to us and buy any of the products that they could need, no? From insurance, transfers, tours, activities, fintech product, digital marketing. This is the final goal that we have, no? That our partners they can see us as an ecosystem, one-stop shop that we can serve all the needs that they have.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care and see you in Antalya in October for the Antalya Tourism Fair.
I will see you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the time.